Get out a pencil and paper, please. Write this down. There are 46 work days left between now and Christmas. 46 work days. Now you can look at that and say that's a little amount, or you can look at it and say it's a lot amount. Okay? Now, for those of us that have read the Bible or read the Bible or have gone to Bible school or Sunday school or something like that, we've heard that the creation was in 7 days. So how many 7 days do you have in 46? Look how much time you have. Look what you can do with 46 days. This is like lifetimes. I mean, lots of opportunity. But I want you to do this. If you want to excel, if you want to go to the next level, and if you want to ensure a fabulous fourth quarter, you have to write these 3 words down and work on them. First word, focus. Second word, consistency. And the third word is commitment. Focus, consistency, and commitment. When I talk about focus, that's how long can you work with intensity, focused intensity on a task before you get interrupted. Focused intensity, how long before you get interrupted. Consistency is how often can you come back to that task and repeat the task over and over and over again. Being consistent, whether it's prospecting, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's the food or the diet that you have. And then the third word is commitment. No matter what is going on, I am going to get this done. No matter what's going on, I'm going to get this done. And I kind of wanted to give you an example of commitment. Okay? So think about this. Don't write anything down. Just think about this. There's a 60-foot plank, and it's made of steel, and it's very, very thick, and it's 2 feet wide, and it's about 3 feet off the ground. Everybody got a picture of that? 60 feet long, 2 feet wide, very thick. It's got supports all the way. It's not bouncing, not at all. And I ask you to walk from one end of that plank to the other without falling off. Is there anybody here that wouldn't get up there and try doing that? Okay, most of you would attempt that, right? Say yes. Yes. Okay. So what if I raise the plank from 3 feet to 6 feet high? Okay? I'm raising it here. Now, am I going to lose some of you because you're afraid you might fall off? Okay? Some of you might say no. So I would say to you, well, what if I gave you $100 to walk the plank for 60 feet, 2 feet wide at 6 feet off the ground? Some of you that said no would say, okay, for $100, I might do it. Some might not. So what if I raised it to 12 feet off the ground? I might lose a few of you, but what if I changed it from $100 to $1,000? For $1,000, 12 feet off the ground, 60 feet, 2 feet wide. Secure. You'd walk across there. Well, you certainly consider it for $1,000, right? Say yes.
Yes.
What if I raised it to 20 feet high? Do I have any takers at 20 feet for $1,000? I had a few of you. Okay, 20 feet for $1,000. Good. Can I get a few more of you if I went to $5,000? If I went to $5,000, would I get a few more people that would walk across? Okay, so we all have a price. I like that. That's good. That's good. All right. I'm going to raise this plank to 60 feet. Off of the freeway, There's a couple of buildings that are side by side in the Pointy Hills Mall, and they're about 60 or 70 feet tall, okay? And they're about 40 feet across, side by side buildings. So let's say I take the plank and I put it across, and it's very secure. It's a little windy, but it's very secure. There's no give in it. I've really done a fine job in setting it up. And we're 60 feet off the ground. I'm not going to pay you anything, but I ask you to walk across it. Do I have anybody that would do it? 1. 2. Not very many people, right? And for some money, some of you might go across, right? Say yes. Yes. What if you're standing here and 40 feet away on the other building, across from the plank, there's a terrorist. And this terrorist is holding one of your children or a niece or a nephew, an infant, by its legs. And it was holding him off the building, like this. And this person said, if you don't come over here, I'm going to drop the baby. Is there any one of you that wouldn't be committed to go across that plank? Big difference, isn't it? That's the commitment I'm talking about. The I won't stop until I get to the other side because I've got a reason to make it happen. The reason we don't do what we're supposed to do is because our commitments aren't at that level. Does this make sense? Say yes. Yes. All right. The commitment is to do whatever it takes to get to the other side. Focus, consistency, and commitment.